past days, I saw a lot of this AI war, Google versus Microsoft. AI will take over the world headlines, which came as a result of Google launching their new AI chatbot, Bard. And I was curious to read more about it, so this is what this video is about. I'm gonna introduce Bard, then we will compare Bard to ChatGPT, and last but not least, I want to give my humble opinion about these AI chatbots with goods and bads. Bard is a generative AI model, which means that it is able to create novel information. And for example, you can think of a summary of a text as novel information. And what Bard does is that now when you type something into Google, it will draw information from multiple websites and then show you a customized output for you. So Bard, from what I understood, will be integrated in the Google search engine. And yeah, for example, if now we go on Google and we want to know how can I learn Python? And what we see here is a list of relevant results for our search. And in the beginning, there is a snippet with some text, make it stick, make it collaborative, make something, which is taken exactly from this website, word by word, and summarized here. So Google thinks that maybe this is useful for us. What's gonna happen now with Bard is that this snippet will be replaced with a summary from multiple websites that Bard thinks are relevant for your search, and it will not correspond to any of these websites, so it's content that cannot be found in any of the websites that are shown on this Google result page, but it will be some novel content produced by this Bard model. So in this sense, Bard will be different than ChatGPT, firstly because it has access to internet and it creates the result based on information from the internet, while ChatGPT was trained on some data and it doesn't have access to the internet. So unlike ChatGPT, which has an interface where you go and ask questions, get answers, I feel like Bard will be just integrated in the Google search engine, and then you will ask your questions just like you do now with Google, and the conversation will take place by you typing your prompts into Google, getting results, typing again and getting new results, and while you have your window open, the session will keep going and the chatbot will learn based on your previous searches how to adjust its new answers. Now, neither Google Bard nor ChatGPT appeared overnight, even though it may seem like that. There has been a lot of research going into chatbots into the past years, and even if Bard appeared very soon after Microsoft announced that they are integrating different OpenAI services into their Azure cloud services, people from Google have been working for a long time at developing these chatbots. And the reason why none of them got so much hype until now is because they weren't good enough to produce this hype. Anyways, these models are super helpful at synthesizing new information, automate tasks, helping us learn new things. And I saw this article where it said that Google Bard was tested and then it made some mistakes, and of course it made mistakes because it's taking data from the internet and information from internet is not always accurate. So of course we cannot expect these AI models, which are just using this information, to be more accurate than the data that they are trained on. To some extent, these models are a natural further step into development of technology, because with each year we see that it gets easier and easier to create new content and post it on the internet. But that also comes with a disadvantage that it gets harder and harder for you as a consumer to find that information online. And Google has been working a lot on improving the ranking algorithm when you search something on the internet. But I think at some point we need to do something a bit smarter than that and try to combine the already existing inputs into something which is better and more customized for the user. These are things that I like about these models, and now moving to things that I find less nice. I would like to see more transparency on the source data that these models have been trained on, because we see a lot about their capabilities, performance, and we see texts here and there that huge amounts of data have been used as training set, but what exactly is that data? I would like to know. And secondly, I would like to see more transparency on the types of environmental impacts that these models have on the planet, because there goes a lot into training and using these models. And here I'm thinking about CO2 emissions, air pollution, water usage. So every time you train one of these huge models, and every time you ask ChatGPT a question, there is an impact on the environment for that. And I've been trying to Google what these numbers are, but it's quite tricky to get that information. And because I work in this field, I know that these numbers are not very small. So I think it's just fair to display more information and be more transparent about this type of issues that these models are causing. Alright, this is what I had to say about Google Bard. I hope you learned something new, and I will see you in the next video.